Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Jenna. So in this case today, we're in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area, near Gatlinburg, and this is where my husband and I decided to take a vacation this year. It was a very last minute decision. I realized I had been working a lot, been working pretty hard, and throughout this COVID thing, and we hadn't taken a lot of time off. So we're like, well, shoot, put in some time. So a couple weeks ago, booked this vacation, we booked this trip, and we wanted to make it mainly the cabin. We wanted to stay, just get away and to not go out and about, do all the fun things. We have gone out, we've done some things, and we've been very cautious. We were also we were mindful of a budget. We didn't want to just blow a bunch of money on a fancy cabin that we were booking last minute, and we knew that our options were minimal too, booking a couple weeks in advance. And because trust me, people are still coming out here and vacationing. There are people here. Don't think that there's not. I mean, there's times where I'm like, oh, it's not that crowded, and then there's times where there's a lot of people here. This store's packed. This area is very crowded. So yeah, we went into it knowing, hey, we'll get out to a couple places, but it's mainly the cabin. So the cabin is our vacation, and I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to basically show you this cabin. I don't know if you've never stayed in a cabin before, if you don't know much about them. If you're trying to look for a new cabin to stay at, I want you to be able to consider this one. I don't know if, I think sometimes the reviews don't always do a cabin justice, or the reviews that you see like on VRBO or Heartland or Cabins USA, I don't think that they necessarily will do something justice. And also the pictures. Something I learned about this cabin in particular is the pictures are a little outdated, and it was just little hints that helped show me that. So, but this one is called Crossroads, this particular cabin. It's on Foxbury Way, and it's near more the Pigeon Forge area. And this cabin is kind of close to Dollywood, if that helps you out. But we booked it. We had about, I want to say we spent about $140 a night, roughly, give or take. I can look that back up for you guys. What sold us was the view. Now, we had stayed at a cabin that was a similar layout to this. When we got married, we remembered we liked it a lot. So we liked that this one had such a good view, and we thought we would enjoy something like this again. It was still different, but similar to something we liked. This is a very nice cabin. It's a very beautiful cabin during the day. At night, there are a couple things that we were kind of like, we did have something where we did have to reach out to the owner, and she was great about it, and we'll get into that. But let's start. So basically, I'm going to start in the kitchen where I've kind of been hanging out at. So to the left that's the door where you enter. So the kitchen isn't super huge, but that's okay. I mean, we did fine with it. We're all right. No complaints. So in here is the washer and dryer, which on their VRBO listing, it's new. It's within the last couple of years, and it works just fine. I think it's great. We bring our own fabric softener and detergent. We just know we're gonna wash stuff. That's what we do. All right, the sink, everything's kind of newer in here. You can kind of tell, like the countertops are nice, sink's nice. We brought a lot of junk food. We were doing pretty well, and then we're like, hey, it's vacation, man. They have an old coffee pot, excuse me. I don't know if the coffee pot's old. I'm just being that K-cup kind of life, I guess. But they do not have a Keurig, which we found, I mean, that was fine, because honestly, back at home, we do have a Keurig K-cup, but a Keurig K-cup machine. But what we use actually is we just use bagged coffee, and we put it in one of the reusable K-pods, and I mean, we like it better. We think it tastes better than the cups that are in the plastic. So I don't know. It was fine. It's been fine so far. So yeah, all the appliances are newer. they may not appear, maybe they don't come off as new, because I know that a lot of like stainless steel's kind of the thing here lately, but everything's new. We went grocery shopping a couple of times. We've eaten dinner here a couple of times. My husband's made spaghetti, cooked out hamburgers on the grill. There's a grill outside. So yeah. So basically you come in, and it's a kitchen right away when you come in, and then you have this freaking amazing view. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna have to show you guys some views. Even when it's dark outside, it's still got such a cool vibe in here, because I don't know what it is, the blue, oh goodness, the blue curtains. I always want to say blinds. The blue curtains, just, there's something really cool about it when they're all shut too. So it's just kind of breathtaking right away. I doubt this video will even do it justice. But before we get too far, I just kind of want to show you this little area. The cabin, whoever owns this cabin, they do provide some books. Some of them are rather old. I don't know how many people use those. Y'all you read the books, or I brought my own books and stuff to do, so I don't know. But there's like this Guinness Book of World Records is from 1977. That's actually pretty cool, but I don't know, man. It's kind of, the books are a little dusty too. I don't think they get used very well. But here's our little stash of things that we brought. We bought our own little multi-surface cleaner. We brought Lysol wipes. We wiped a lot of surfaces down. And we've got these Lysol disinfectant sprays that we've been using on things. And of course, our sunscreen, bug spray, sunscreen everywhere, hand sanitizer, Gold Bond friction defense. We learned that we need that stuff sometimes. We did go to Dollywood this time around, and it was just a nice day. We were only there for about 5 hours or so, but it was pretty nice. We figured that Dollywood would be pretty good as far as like COVID social distancing policies and such, and I think they did pretty well. It wasn't too bad. So yeah, so here's the kitchen table, which is really, really cool. It's like all wood. And then I want to give you guys, if you guys want to take a screenshot, if you think you might be interested in this cabin. So basically, this is their book that they made. This is located on Foxbury Way, 2303 Foxbury Way, and it's just got all the information that you would need about staying in the cabin, phone numbers, restaurants, all sorts of things that you could use. So it's pretty helpful. Kind of gives you instructions on what to do. So, okay, this is kind of like, I guess it's in the way, so I guess I should address it. It's a spiral staircase. It's pretty cool. It can be a little complicated to get up and down, and I would just be very wise, very careful, because you could totally bonk your head on that. So here's the living room, and I really like it. So online on VRBO, I think the picture's a little outdated because they had the TV. They actually had the TV about right here sitting on like an entertainment stand, and it looked very cluttered. I remember that being one of the things that I was like, wasn't really totally into. I'm like, well, that'll be all right, I suppose. But when we got here, it was actually mounted above the fireplace, which was pretty cool. So the TV has cable. I don't know what kind of cable. I don't watch cable really. It's not something we have back home. It could be satellite for all I know. I think it's cable. I'm just sounding dumb, aren't I? So it comes with this so the cabin comes with this DVD player. And this must be the cable, huh? So this is ours. We actually decided, we realized they only have a DVD player. So we decided to bring our Blu-ray player, which it also has the capabilities of playing like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube. So we are in the middle of watching Harry Potter. So we've never watched all the Harry Potters. So we've been watching them on Blu-ray, and so we brought this. It might be an inconvenience for some, but we didn't really find an issue. I'm terrified of forgetting it and leaving it, but I don't think we will. We'll see. It also has this really cool fireplace that also connects to the bedroom, which I'll show you in a second. But I'll turn on the fireplace. Oh, let me show you where. Right here is where you can turn on the fireplace. So we'll turn on just for a few minutes so I can show you. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's really neat. So I guess I should address one of the first issues since we are in the living room. I don't want to sound like this Miss Complainy Pants and whatnot. So these kind of couches, I assume that a lot of these cabins have like leather couches or vinyl couches where they can wipe them off. I don't know that these get wiped down, honestly. I don't know what hired housekeeping does, what they're supposed to do. I don't know if there's daily, weekly, monthly cleanings like restaurants. I've never done that profession. I've worked in restaurants and I know that we had the daily, weekly, monthly cleanings. So, you know, I can totally see something like this getting missed. But I mean, I think it's just something fair to share, but I just know that in the middle seat, I did smell something, and so did my husband, and he wiped it down a little better. We had wiped these down with wipes, so it made me feel a little better. He wiped it down. So cabins, I don't know what people think about cabins, or what if you think that it's roughing it. Personally, I don't think cabins are roughing it. These cabins in particular, they get you out into the scenery, the woods. It's very nice, but you want those amenities and you want things clean. I understand if a bug gets in the cabin, but when something's kind of stinky or ugh, that's when it's kind of like, that's not super cool. Because I don't want to, I guess as a customer, I would want to feel like everything was fresh and clean and new and no one else had stayed here before, even though I know people have, but you just don't want that feeling. Let's head into one of the bedrooms, basically the main bedroom. So I really liked this bedroom, but we decided to stay upstairs the first couple of nights because we decided to stay there because the view. We're like, that's gonna be a really nice view to wake up to. It'll help get us up early because it's nice and bright. So we did that, and it was actually really hot, and not really hot. It was warmer. It was definitely warmer because heat rises. I mean, you know. So we were staying upstairs, and we were showering upstairs, and then I kind of realized like it just seems nicer downstairs, and like I like the feeling of it. It felt more cozy to me. So we wanted to try it out. So I did come down here after a couple days, and actually it was after the first night I wanted to stay down here, but we had to stay upstairs another night because we found something that we didn't really like, and so I lifted up the bed to kind of check out the bed, and I saw what appeared to be like an oil stain. You know how it's just like clear, and I'm like, that's really weird, and I was like, okay, I'll just ignore it for now and tell my husband Brandon about it, and maybe it's nothing and I'm being stupid, because I'm like, what could that be? Because I noticed everything, and I try not to because then it'll just ruin my time. So I just walked away, and then I told him about it, and he went and looked at it, and he's like, he lifted up the actual sheet where I saw the oil stain, and what it really was that the white sheet was showing through onto the mattress cover, like the mattress pad that encased the mattress. Basically, there was menstrual blood. It was a menstrual blood stain that had not been cleaned. So it had, whoever last changed the bedding did not take off that mattress pad and give us a new one. I don't know why. Maybe they missed it, but I don't know why they missed it. So that kind of sucked. We called the owner, and we called her after business hours, and she didn't answer, but we left a voicemail, and she did call us back, which was cool. And she was cool. You could tell she was like ticked off, which I appreciate. It showed that she cared, and that it wasn't something that like maybe she had let slide in the past, or like, oh man, we got caught. It seemed like it was like she wanted to investigate and find out what happened. And so she said that someone would come the next morning and change out the bedding, and somebody did come. Like, it was early afternoon that someone made it out, and the lady was nice. You could tell she was even ticked off, and she changed all the bedding, which made it feel better. But that kind of stuff sucks because like it's not the owner's fault necessarily. I don't know who to blame. I don't want to I don't want to offend anybody or like blame cleaning people. I don't know how hard, I know you guys work hard. I don't know how much time you have to clean something, but that kind of sucked because we had to spend another night upstairs and it was really hot. Like we were kind of getting nasty up there. So yeah, that kind of sucked. That it's like, ugh, there's this, it appeared to be menstrual blood. It could have been any blood, but to me, my professional opinion, so yeah, anyways, here's the lovely room that had that. But again, we're not trying to like we've been saying, we've slept in this bed three times now and everything's fine. I made this bed, by the way. So that's something I forgot to mention, is that we actually have been in this cabin since Sunday. And I'm filming this on a Thursday. We check out on Friday. So I'm basically showing you a quite lived-in cabin so that we can give you the full, like, here's what we've experienced, here's what we've seen, here's what we like, here's what we don't like. So yeah, when I first came in, there was the pretty swan towels on here on our dirty, bloody bed. But this was my bed making for you guys to help make you feel like it's all fresh. But it's not. It's lived in. But here was the other side of the fireplace, which it already went out, it appears. But yeah, this room is very cozy. I really like it. Here was the closet we've been shoving all of our dirty towels in. Quite disgusting, huh? So this does come with a hair dryer and a ironing board, so that's helpful, and some hangers if you want to hang up your clothes. I'll show you like my hamper, but I am showing you. Okay, maybe it's not gross, but you can see that little empty hamper. That one's mine. My husband did his laundry. That was like a little thing that I started doing about 4 years ago when we were going on vacation. I was like, I felt like I didn't know what to do with like I feel like I didn't know what to do with my dirty clothes. So I found these hampers at Dollar Tree and they lay completely flat in your luggage. So I was like, let's just take them and you can put your dirty clothes in there. You can wash them before you leave, or you can just eventually put them in a trash bag, but they're contained rather than kind of everywhere. So I don't know, maybe everyone knows about it, maybe everyone does it, but if you don't, it's a good idea. Okay, here's my little slippers to make me feel more at home. Brought my little cat slippers, and I haven't done as much reading as I'd like to, but a couple books I brought was Full Circle by Andrea Barber, From Full House and Fuller House, and Star Wars Lost Stars. Haven't started yet. Can't wait to. I actually like the bathroom. It's pretty big. It's a pretty good size. The sink is fine. I totally didn't mind the sink. Let me turn the lights on for you guys. Oh, that's the fan. So the sink is really large, and so in their pictures on VRBO, they do not show, excuse all my stuff, they don't show the bathtubs, and I wonder if it's because of the fixtures, because they're a little old. I don't know, but my guess is that they might be trying to update that stuff next. They recently did the kitchen, so maybe they're going to update the bathrooms next, which would be really cool. I mean, I know that stuff, that takes time. Like, you can't just whip out a bunch of cash and full-blown out do everything. So, yeah, that takes time. So, let me take you guys upstairs now. So, we're going to go up the spiral staircase. And, again, this is not going to do justice at all. But it is just breathtaking. The sunset is the best. Basically, the sun sets this way. It does not rise, but it's still really nice and bright. But the sunset is what's really pretty. You get some nice pink sunsets. It's just gorgeous. Very, very nice. Okay, so something that helped sell us on this was the games. There's not a lot or anything, but there's foosball, which is more fun than you think, really. It's something that I used to play a lot as a kid at my grandma's house, and holy crap, haven't played in a while. Really, really fun. And then this is really cool. My husband and I have been getting into this little multi-arcade. It's pretty cool. I don't expect these things to work perfect. This side works better than this side. the second player side. We've been playing Miss Pac-Man on it quite a bit, but there's a lot of games. There was Donkey Kong 3, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Frogger. Let me see if I can show you I can't remember how you get to the list. Okay, here we go. So the list of games is like, it's like showing all black and, oh, I see. So that's not broke or anything. But yeah, they have a lot of different games on here. And it's pretty cool. We've been getting down on this. I do like to play games. And it's just fun. This is a king-size bed. Downstairs is a queen-sized bed. So this is where we stayed at first. And it's warmer up here. It just is. The hot air rises still. There is a TV up here. Kind of, you're now up on the second floor, so you can kind of look down. There's your view. Not bad. Looking for bears. We have not seen any bears. Would like to see one. Would be freaked out to see one. Would like to see one though. But yeah, there's some more view. And there is a bathroom up here. This is where my husband and I were like basically living at first. It does have an attic kind of feel, but it's not bad. Let me try to put it on. So yeah, the sink's the same. It's very bright. Like, it gets hot. You could do your makeup up here and have pretty good light, but it gets very, very hot. Again, I don't think they showed the shower in the pictures because the shower is just, it's old. It doesn't appear the cleanest, and I think it's just because it's so old that you can't clean it anymore. Excuse any dirtiness, but yeah, like, it's just, it needs change, but it very well could be on their to-do list because they recently did the kitchen within the last year or so, which is awesome. So yeah, there's the upstairs. Gotta have the fan going. But that view is just so awesome. Today is kind of a meh day, like it might rain, but it makes you want to live in a house like this. And what's cool is it's so private. That was one of the things that we really wanted, was the privacy and the safety, I guess, is that no one could just walk up and come to the back porch while we're in the hot tub. Like, that would freak us out. So let's go outside. So yeah, you can see that there's this barrier. There's no way anyone can just walk over and get over to the side of the cabin, get into the back while you're out back sitting or in the hot tub. So it's really nice. You do have neighbors, but you can't see them unless you just bloop, hello, okay. But there's so much wooded area and trees. The table's okay. I mean, it's all right. I really like these chairs, these rocking chairs, and the little table. We've used these quite a bit. Drink coffee out here in the mornings. The hot tub's been awesome. We've used it a couple times so far. It's been awesome, but some of the jets, either we just don't know how to work this thing right, but some of the jets just like don't hit the sweet spots. Like, they're there, but hardly any pressure comes out. So we don't know if that's that or if it's us. So we're not sure. But again, no one can come around. There's not a wraparound. There are some that are wraparounds, and I honestly, I dismissed a lot of those that were because I don't know, I just wanted to feel safer. But yeah, here's the view. It's freaking awesome. They're actually building new cabins over there. There has been some construction, but none to where like I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we stayed here and they're doing construction. Nothing's bothered me in that way. But it's nice to see them grow and build new fresh cabins. Awesome view. So yeah, we've been pretty happy with it. We really like the view. It just has such a cool feel to it in the cabin. Some of the cleanliness stuff hasn't been the coolest, but yeah, that's something I'm not really sure how to go about some of the cleanliness things. I'm not trying to destroy anybody, make someone not get this cabin. And this is a really cool cabin. It has good reviews. It gets rented out a lot. Guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this was helpful to you. If you've never like been to a cabin, you've never seen one, if you wanted to stay at one. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos from me, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know what you thought for watching this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.